Caudal glide, I'm going to support your hand here while we're in this position. I can start anywhere from below 90. Eventually, I'm going to get up to 90 degrees. 90 degrees is nice because I can just go straight down, right? That's a caudal glide. I've stabilized the scapula on the sandbag or on a mobilization wedge. I can come down and just do an inferior glide. And I'm not pushing, I'm just shifting my weight. Stabilizing her humerus, the distal humerus, mobilizing the the humeral head. That's all we're doing. I want to change the degree. Now, if I keep her less of a degree, less abducted, what if I'm going to go down? Where do I apply my force? My force arm has to still, my surface is sitting here. The glenoid sits there, so my surface has to come down. I have to come over on the humeral head and yet apply a force that way, okay? So that I'm not compressing the joint surfaces.
What's the difference between the caudal glide like that and the traction?
Traction is just straight traction. So if we take a look at the, let me see the humerus over here. Traction is not a lot at that point. When I get into abduction, that's where the difference really becomes more apparent. Traction, I'm just pulling down. Caudal glide, I'm going out with it in the glide with the joint surfaces. Now, as I get into abduction, traction would be long arm or short arm pulling this way. Caudal glide, it becomes more like distraction. Caudal glide is doing that. Caudal glide is an accessory motion for what? If I'm gliding your head of the humerus that way, so elevation, right? As I'm raising my arm up into abduction, caudal glide has to occur, right? So that's what that is. Traction. Slide your shoulder over the edge, just at the edge. Of course, I just took that sandbag away.
I dropped it down.
Oh, that's okay. So we have to, again, stabilize the shoulder. So I'm going to put that sandbag under the coracoid process, right? Because we don't want to block humeral motion, right? So I can put your hand here where it's comfortable. I can now take and do a glide this way, anteriorly, or I could take this hand away. I can do a cross arm stabilization. I can take this hand, stabilize anteriorly, let your arm relaxed. It's not the perfect loose packed position, is it? But we could drop that arm down and I can do an anterior glide. I prefer stabilizing here.
Did you say anterior or posterior?
It's posterior to anterior. So I would just shorten that by saying anterior glide, the direction it's moving into. I can do that. How's that feel?
Fine.
Okay. I still keep my hand over to feel what's happening in the joint line. One finger, anytime I mobilize, I try to keep one finger around the joint surface, joint line to feel the movement, to make sure I'm getting the movement I want. And what I'm going to do is, I can move around and feel that's the best angle for her. That's where I want to come across. Or I can take this hand, stabilize. That's why we cross over, is to get that angle. Okay. But I feel that with her, I get my best angle here. Best movement right there.